You're 12 years old in 5th century Corinth, Greece. While other kids are etching the Greek alphabet into wax tablets, your hands are bound, the rope burning your wrists, and you're being dragged uphill away from home like a package with no return policy. The climb feels endless, the sun hot on your back, stone steps cutting into your feet. You look up and the temple gleams above you. It looks less like heaven, more like the end. You are heading to Corinth's Acrocorinth, a mountain fortress rising nearly 600 meters above the city. Its walls curling like prison arms around the rock. At the very top sits the temple of Aphrodite, the goddess of lust, fertility, and seduction, they say. But to you, it's a cage waiting to close. You miss home, but your parents said you were sacred, a gift to the gods. Turns out, that's ancient Greek for your dad's in debt and you're the collateral. The priests call it a sacred dedication to Aphrodite. Congratulations, you're now officially temple property. Specially selected as one of 1,000 girls, all devoted to the goddess. Awesome! When you finally get to the top, the temple looks impressive, like a showroom for spiritual real estate, where belief is staged and everything's for sale. Shiny floors, glowing statues. Priests looking at you like fresh meat dressed in incense. You are brought into a room and find another group of girls all around your age. Some crying, some confused, others knowing their fate. An older woman approaches you and looks you up and down. She leans over, creases in her face, gray hair pulled tight, eyes dull, and her jaw clenched from hiding years of pain. It's an older servant here to initiate your cleansing. Your day kicks off with what looks like a luxury spa day. You're stripped, washed in water laced with herbs, scrubbed with oils until your skin is red, and your hair pulled so tight with saffron threads, you wonder if it will ever come loose again. Incense smokes around you, heavy and sweet, burning your nose until it feels like swallowing flowers. Strangers handle you like an object, turning you, braiding you, perfuming you, like a show dog getting prepped to trot on stage. Don't get excited. This isn't self-care. It's a ritual facelift. A way to erase your name, your childhood, and repackage you as property of the goddess. From now on, you're a Hierodule, a sacred servant. Which sounds important, until you realize it's basically unpaid intern to a goddess, except with worse hours and zero healthcare. After the makeover comes the chores. You learn how to scrub marble floors until your hands blister, how to carry baskets of incense and fruit without eating any, and how to stand still for hours while the priests drone on. Your training isn't about prayers yet. It's about obedience, learning when to move, when to be silent, and how to disappear into the background until someone needs you. Basically, you're temple furniture with a pulse. You're 15 now, prime age for what the priests call service training, which is just another way to justify the world's oldest profession as spiritual. Instead of sneaking out to bonfires or figuring out who you are, you're memorizing invocations to Aphrodite, the ancient script for how to keep the donors happy. Polished little prayers, carefully scripted, but mostly to make merchants feel more guilt-free, like their silver bought them something special. Step 1, bow at the approved angle. Step 2, recite the line. Step 3, smile to those you have to greet. Most days, you're not praying, you're performing. Aphrodite gets the praise. The merchants feel cleansed and pure. The temple gets paid. And you? You are called a blessing. They also give you a brand new name. Goodbye, Chloe from Thrace. Hello, Divinia Softknees. This isn't spiritual. It's an ancient loophole to get men to pray. You're 16 now, and you have greeted enough men to unlock a skill every woman in Corinth would kill for. Red flag radar. You can now spot trouble faster than a bartender on festival night. The guy who drinks too fast? Bad news. The sailor who brags about how many cities he's conquered? Double bad news. The priests call it discernment. You call it what it really is. Survival in nightmare mode. Here's how the system works. Men drop coins at the altar. They tell themselves they're giving to the goddess. They walk away lighter in purse, heavier in hypocrisy. The temple grows rich. The statue stays shiny. And you get emotional scars and maybe new trauma. Welcome to the ancient world's first pay-to-pray subscription model, where every prayer makes the customer happy, except you. You're 18, and you've mastered the art of pretending this is normal. Festival season has begun, and torches blaze. Drums pound. Wine flows. The temple becomes a 24/7 chaos factory. It's like ancient spring break. All-night prayer, but you make the best of it by making bets on which merchant passes out first. The priests say the goddess is pleased. Sure, the only thing Aphrodite is actually counting is the profits for the city. Nice way for the rich to write off some taxes. At night, when the city glows below and you finally collapse on your straw mat, you realize you're living inside a contradiction. Respectable wives of Corinth cross the street when they see you. Their husbands? Oh, they know the path to the temple better than the way home. It's the ancient Greek version of, don't tag me in your Instagram story, but, text me after midnight. The wives see you as untouchable. The husbands see you as holy. No one sees you as human. You're 19, and your body is late by a moon. The temple midwife confirms it. Congratulations, you're blessed. The priests clap like you just won a scholarship. You're less convinced. Sure, fertility makes sense in Aphrodite's temple, but let's be honest. This isn't divine intervention. It's bad ancient birth control. You're 20. The baby screams like a conch shell. The midwife does her job. And just like that, you're a mother. And still temple property. But you survived. The temple might raise the child, or parade them as a gift from the goddess, or just let them disappear. By 25, you've stopped expecting Aphrodite to protect anyone. New girls arrive once like you, wide-eyed and shaking. It's now your turn to teach. You show them how to tie their belts, how to say less and mean more, how to smile without promising anything, and most importantly, how to stay alive. You have become their guide. By 30, the veil is gone. This was never worship. It's commerce in a costume. Coins for the goddess, bodies for the men, silence for the women. The goddess is just a logo. The priests run operations. And you're the product, the labor, and the inventory, all in one. You're 40, and some traveler calls Corinth the city of love. Sure, if love smells like ledgers and priests in upgraded robes. Romance apparently comes with a receipt. You don't chant. You don't pray. You keep a different kind of ledger. The names of girls who survived. Not all of them made it, but a few did. Still breathing. Still stubborn enough to choose something else. And by the time you're 50, no one ever freed you. There was no scroll, no ritual, no moment. You just aged out of usefulness. The temple's quietest form of release. Retirement plan, straw mat, and bad knees. But you stopped kneeling. You stopped praying. You stopped waiting for something that was never coming. And in that silence, the one they buried you in, you made something that felt like your own. Maybe that's what freedom is here. Not being saved, just not being owned. They said you were sacred. Turns out, you were just profitable. But you endured. And endurance, spiteful, stubborn, and unkillable, is a kind of holiness they could never measure in silver.